Hey, this is Kev from Wonderland. We're back with the Seed Series. We'd like to thank you for tuning back in. We want to thank Shango Las, our sponsor. I'd like to thank Shango for all the support he's given us at this event and just in general, man. Shango's been a real professional to work with, and it's been an honor for me to know him as a friend for a long time. And so I dig the fact that we get to do some professional stuff now, and it allows people to get some real content and quality out. And I hope you're digging it like we're digging it. We have Matt from South Fork Seeds. Really happy to have him here. I'm a huge fan of their work. I've known these guys for a number of years. First, I met them online. They were bold in what they did, where they were covering stuff, meaning they were putting their work out in picture form back when it was a lot riskier to do so. And it wasn't so much an ego fest. It was really people were getting an idea on how to actually do this. And so you get to see people chronicle work, but when people answer questions and they take the time to be polite to people in the process, it kind of gives you a better idea of the people. And so when I met him in person at a booth at an event, 5-6 years ago, I was just like, hey, these guys are solid dudes. And then we flash forward and I start getting into some of their genetics and I start to work through some of their lines, and I just think the work is beautiful. They're doing some stunning outdoor fuel lines, and there's only a couple people that are doing this where they're really working good fuel lines for outdoor production that weren't meant for indoor work primarily. So you're starting to see a consistency in production and then a quality of the outdoor. And I started referring other people to their company, and a lot of these farms have done some beautiful work. Emerald Triangle Organics, Matt from ETO posts a lot of the stuff on Instagram, and you get to see a lot of this stuff. We got the Cherry Chem cut that we have that we share with people from Matt, from their source. The Sirius lines have been really killing it for a lot of the farmers. The Laura Winslow line's been killing it. We know that the Maximus lines have been nothing but consistent as from seed form, so people who run the Maximus lines, they can use all the same plants in the same bags and have a consistent product. And so South Fork's doing some neat stuff, and the people that we're referring them to are all really large commercial guys. So it's kind of neat, and so I'm really happy to see him here, and maybe he'll be able to give us a little brief of what they got going on, because I know they're always cooking some new stuff, so welcome.
Thanks, Kevin. I just want to start by saying thanks to you and Wonderland, because you guys were the first ones to carry our product and really put us on the map. So thank you very much for that.
Man,
really appreciate that. Definitely. We have basically our main thing right now is to keep our current line in stock and available. We want farmers to be able to access that year after year. So that's kind of our main focus right now. We do have a few new things in the pipeline that are being tested right now. We have the Blood Orange Tangie cut that we crossed our Chem 4 backcrossed 3 male onto. And let me stop right there too, because I want to give a shout out to 707 Seed Bank, Shabud, and we got our Chem 4 backcrossed 3 male seeds through him, and we selected that male. So I just want to give him a little shout out for that male.
Because I was wondering where you got the male, just because everything's so typey. Like, you got a good male that you're thumping, and you're putting it into some really nice cultivars too. But I'm seeing a consistency because I run big populations when I sift, and all the gas leaks were they were really, really consistent. Like, some of this stuff is coming out so consistent with that male.
It really is.
Gotcha.
And that's really important to a lot of folks too.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is nice to have a lot of variation where you can go and select, look for that real unique thing, but it's also nice to be really consistent and have a nice even canopy, and relatively even harvest times as well. It's important for us.
Yeah, for people that want, I notice there's the huge resurgence in seed, and we try to guide people that want to run seed into that get populations that work where it's not 20% of the population sellable, it's more like 80% of the population sellable.
Right.
And that's where you guys have had some really good consistency. Yeah, some of your lines are just people really loving them right now.
Yeah, our best sellers really are our South Fork Kush, and that's a San Fernando Valley OG with the Chem 4 backcross 3 male on it. Super fuel. Everybody loves that one. It's our best seller. Cherry Chem, that's my personal favorite, and that's another one of our top sellers.
Yeah.
Something with that cherry pie, it's just good meds for me, and I think it's across the board for a lot of other folks too.
Yeah.
The terpene profile or something, really, it does something for folks.
Oh, totally. I was talking to Bam from Coastal, and he loves your Laura Winslow.
Yeah.
So he runs your Laura Winslow, and then he uses it in his CO2 line. And we were talking about how the Cherry Pie, Mendo Perp, there's terpene profiles in that just absolutely grab you. and it's just trying to put it into other deliveries and mix it up so that you're getting the fuel and that piece. And so yeah,
Right.
some of your cherry pies, there was some stunners. The one we have here from ETO Matt was gorgeous.
Yeah, I was just actually talking to him, and he was really happy with how everything turned out last year. Yeah, people like that are really important. They kind of get the word out, and really important for us. Really helps us a lot.
I took a look at some of your new stuff because I grabbed, because like I said, I'm dealing your stock, so whenever I get the new list in, it's funny, I think I hoard more seeds than I sell sometimes.
I'm the same way.
But the old Betsy.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yep, the old Betsy line, and it's kind of cool because it's nice to see pulling up exotic cultivars that are unique, and then tapping them with this male that you're running, so we can get some of this stuff out. What's the old Betsy like? I haven't had a chance to
You
play
know what?
with it.
It's clone only. I've heard it comes from San Diego, from the whole like Bull Rider line.
Yeah,
but,
Bull Rider and Hog's Breath.
Exactly, that
same-
whole crew.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most true mango strains I've ever come across.
Wow.
People really call it mango baby poo, and that's really what you smell when you're in it's mango baby poo.
Interesting.
A really unique terpene profile on that one.
I just got kicked, so that means I have a question. You're hot. What you got?
What's the average yield per plant on cherry pie?
That's one of our lower yielders, and that goes from like the 5 to 7 pound range. It's really, and it's stays shorter than a lot of our stuff too.
Yeah, the finish is pretty good time too on it.
We've had people report that they've had stuff finished at the end of September, but we typically say in mid-October for that one.
Yeah. The gas leak, some of the chems go a little bit, some of them move around, but the cherries seem to bring it in a little bit because
They really
but you just have to find that cut.
Yeah.
Just same thing too. You gave the recommendation to look for the greasy one.
Yeah,
For real. Look for the greasy one, and it has it leaves your mouth painted with cherry Luden cough drop.
It really does. It's a good concentrate maker, and somebody just gave us some samples of their stuff
nice.
last year, and it turned out really, really nice. Really
Nice.
goopy.
Nice.
Good, good.
Come on, we're asking for questions.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, it's kind of cool. The ability for us to do outdoor work. The problem with some of the market demands is that you're trying to transfer stuff that was built indoor, and which is primarily all the OG lines, and transfer it to outside. Just like the chems were all selected in the buffered world of indoor where you could hide. And then now that we can go back outside and work it, and so to me, you know, it's awesome to see these things working through, because when we first started doing OG outdoor, it was, you gotta basically hold this stuff up with a special basket.
Right.
It's just not meant, it's not structurally built
Lanky.
for it. Yeah.
Floppy flowers.
And so it's been kind of cool because when I got to do, I know, I probably ran maybe 200 of them. So I sifted out, we sifted out a couple hundred of the seed and pulled about 200 of them out to run on a bench. And to see all those, the gas leaks, it was the version 1. It wasn't the because you have another version
2.0,
too. Yeah. They were just beautiful and heavy, solid frame. And I have a brutal situation that's windy where they're at. And so the fact that they could all hold up and hang out was cool. So it makes it easy for me when I want to run stock from seeds so I can have seed expression. You have to get it from people that are intending it to go that route, and that's why I try to work with so many of the breeders in our area, because they know that greenhouse depth and outdoors where the primary production volume is going to be.
Right.
And if it can survive that, then we can find anything to go inside. But it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give another big shout out to my partner Dan.
Yeah.
He does a lot of the testing and gets us a lot of the new cuts, and he's also working on some lines right now as well. But it's been really nice because he's been able to test at his spot. He's able to test outdoors, indoors, and light depth.
Oh, beautiful.
So we're able to put our stock through all these different ways of
testing
growing.
environments. No, that's excellent. No, you guys got a good team. You've always had a good
We
team.
really do. Yeah, we really do.
No, and it's cool too that in the past the social media was a problem for us because it was so risky and dangerous because of exposure. But as we go forward with legality and acceptance socially, all of a sudden now it starts to allow you to be able to take a look at your work in the hands of people all over the West Coast. And it starts to let you see really what you're working with in your gene lines and how it affects all these other places. And you can do some stunning longer cycle work because of it. it better than Reading area because that holds the heat too hot at night. You guys still drop temperature at night, so the stuff still stays greasy and terpy.
Yeah.
But you can hold stuff just like the sours on the Eastern Series. Humboldt does really killer stuff if you get the right varietals. And in the real world, each region produces optimally what it produces.
Right.
But you guys can do some killer work
Yeah,
over where
definitely.
you're at.
There's some really talented farmers out there and
Yeah.
some really good cultivars. They're just slowly going to make their way out now with everything becoming legal.
Totally. No, I don't get a chance to go into Trinity too much. I hit Willow Creek, so I'm friends with Emerald Family Farms, and so we know each other, and I'm here in Southern Humboldt, and so the distance to travel and check it out. But man, I'll have to roll over and check you out,
definitely.
man.
More than
I'd
welcome
love to, man.
anytime,
I'd love
for
to.
sure.
I'd love to.
Anytime.
Good. We got any questions coming in?
We got one.
Let's ask.
Someone wants to know what the best South Fork strain is for light depth.
Light depth, if you're looking of moving that product, it would be our South Fork Kush. That's our San Fernando Valley with the chem on it. And after the past 3 days, we transplanted 500 of those, I believe. So that's going to be, we're getting our depths ready for that.
The Sirius seems to be, people love the Sirius too. I get a tremendous feedback on that, the quality on the end.
Do you guys still have that Star Dog? Because we got that Star Dog. We used
Yeah,
that
no,
cross review.
I don't have that
That
cutting.
was a good one.
Yeah,
we got it still.
Oh,
If you need it back.
Yeah. Oh no, that'd be great. That was a killer one. That was done out of a big sift in Laytonville. They called that one like the Kyle Cushman cut.
Okay, that was the cut.
That was the
Okay.
Kyle Cushman cut, and it was this big sift that got pulled off, and that particular cut was just really, you guys loved it.
Oh, I loved it.
me
Yeah,
too.
it's a great plant.
Yeah, but I just noticed that like I said, the people who are buying the stock, I hear just people love the Sirius, and they love the SFV hybrid. If they want to go for full term, they wanted to run Maximus. The Laura Winslow people were all extractors, so it was funny. But like I moved so much of the stock that I kind of hear who's buying what, and then they come back to look for more. In in certain things, where the lights went out. When I first opened up this shop, if we had a light go out in the room, people would thought that the feds were coming in, and patients would run out of the building. I'm serious. When we first got into medical cannabis, man, anything that happened weird was a raid, and everybody would run out the building and shit. Not my workers. We know what a raid looks like. They don't turn the lights off. They just bust the door down. But all the old school people were like, the feds shut the lights off before they do the thing, and it was hysterical. So, all right. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. All right, we good, man. So I just want to say thank you so much for all of you tuning in and listening. I hope you got some good information out of this. This is a company I really respect because I've run their work, and I'm somebody who's picky. And so, I got asked. I'm not saying that anybody who's not at this event isn't real. It's just that if you're at the event, there's no doubt you're real because you wouldn't have got in the room. So all of these breeders are people I consider really good at what they do, and that they have a level of integrity that lets people who buy their stock have some success. And I just want to say that thank you so much for allowing me to introduce you to these people. I want to thank Shango Laos for supporting us on this. I want to thank my team for making this happen. And once again, South Fork.
Thanks, Kevin.
And,
appreciate you.
We appreciate you too, brother.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.